Hey guys, today we will do 12.3, work together, once my camera's not blurry. Okay, a payroll register for Judy's Fashion is provided in the working papers. Your instructor will guide you through the examples. So we want to complete the payroll register for the semi-monthly pay period ended July 15th, 20, etc. Use the federal income tax withholding tables in lesson 12.2. Use the tax rate 6.2 for Social Security, 1.45 for Medicare. Round dollar amounts to the nearest cent. Neither employee has reached the tax base. Withhold $60 for health insurance, $15 for a Roth IRA for each employee. The voluntary deductions are not eligible to be deducted from total earnings to calculate payroll taxes. All right, so we will start with the date. It was July 15th, 20. Okay. Date of payment, July 15th, 20. Okay. And then we can go on to figuring out the federal income tax for Johnson Edwards. So we go to the page 354 in our textbook. That's where we find the married federal income tax. So we know he has 2 allowances, and we know his total income. So I'm going to find 1432. It is at least 1420, but not more than 1440. And follow it out to find 2 allowances. I'm getting $61 for federal income tax. Now, if you want to just figure out Janice's while we're here, that's what I'll do. Single, 1 allowance, and $971.75. So I find $971 first. It's at least $960, but no more than $980. And just 1 allowance, I'm getting $76. Okay, so then I'll just go straight through and calculate the Social Security tax. So you take this number, if we go back to our problem, we take our total earnings times 6.2% for Social Security. And if you want to pause the video to do the calculation, you can. I'm going to just do the next 2 calculations here. $88.82, as well as $60.25. That's taking this number times the Social Security percentage. Then we do the same thing for the Medicare. We take it times the 1.45 for Medicare. If you'd like to pause the video, you can. I will just give you the numbers. I'm taking this number times the 1.45, and I get $20.77 and $14.09. Health insurance, it says, was $60 for both. So we just put that into health insurance. The retirement plan, it said it was $15 for both. And if you'd like to pause the video right now, I'm going to add up these these rows from 61 to 15, just the deduction section. Here's the deductions. I will just add up this row to get my total. I got a total of $245.59, and then a total of $225.34. So my total deductions for each employee and my total pay. I want to find the net pay, which is taking total earnings minus total deductions. How much they're actually taking home. $1,186.91. Same thing here. If you take the total $971.75 minus the total deductions, should get $746.41. So that first step is complete. We calculated all the deductions and found the net pay. Total all the amount columns of the payroll register. Prove the payroll register. So we will go ahead and just add a single line on the bottom of our payroll register. We want to just total all the columns. So I will write the word totals here. And if you want to pause the video to add each column up, you can. I will just do it rather quickly. So 2,240, $164.25. I'm just adding the two above. $2,404.25, $137, $149.07, $34.86, $120, $30, $47, $0.93, and $1,933.32. Okay. To prove that the journal is correct, you total each amount column, which we just did, subtract the total deductions column from the total earnings column. Subtract total deductions from total earning. The result should equal the amount of the net pay column. If the totals do not agree, there are errors. Well, if you subtract this number from this number, they do agree with this number. So again, this way, this minus this needs to equal this, as well as this plus this has to equal this. So this number here needs to be the same. So that's how you check yourself. The total earnings minus deductions needs to equal this, and this minus this needs to equal this. If it does not, then you did something wrong. So, not this minus this, I'm sorry, this plus this. This is a plus, sorry. This plus this needs to equal this minus this. Okay, so that should give you the net pay. All right, we can go ahead and double line it. I'm turning it sideways for a sec. We just double rule it when it equals, and we can move on to step 3. Enter the July 15th payroll information on Mr. Johnson's quarterly earnings record. Mr. Johnson is employee number 2. Rate of pay is $15 per hour. Social Security is position is sales manager. Accumulated earnings at the end of the second quarter are $12,218. Okay, so we want to fill in all of that information. Earnings for the quarter ended September 30th, 20. Employee number 2, Johnson. Edwards was his first name. Middle initial. Marital status, married. 2 allowances. They gave us all that information. And I'm getting it from up here. Edwards M. Married. 2 allowances. Okay. Rate of pay per hour. $15 per hour he makes. I'm getting that from the textbook. His social security number is 954151568. And his position is a sales manager. Hypothetically, this was completed like above here and below here, hypothetically. They just want us to enter the one line of information. So they just want to enter the July 15th one. So I would write period ended July 15th. And I'm actually just copying down exactly this entire row. I'm just copying down that whole row. So I will just say 1,320 was the regular hours, 112.50, 1,432.50 for total pay. Federal income tax was 61. Social Security is 88.82. Medicare was 20.77. Health insurance was 60. Retirement plan was 15. And then you should double check by adding up your entire row to make sure you copied down your numbers correctly. And you should get a total of $245.59. And then we calculate our net pay again. So if you take your total minus your total deductions, you should get the same amount as above. If you didn't, you copied something down wrong. And then we need to calculate accumulated earnings. So we come up here and we see that the second quarter ended with $17,218. So last quarter was $17,218. We get accumulated earnings, which is like earnings over time, by adding this number to the net pay. And you should get $18,650.50. So what we did was fill in some fun information up here, and then we copied and pasted, quote unquote, the numbers from line 2, employee 2, and then we took the accumulated earnings that they gave us and added it to the net pay, and we get a total of the $18,650.50 for how much John Edwards or Edwards Johnson has accumulated since being at this company. I just want to double check, make sure we're not missing anything. Looks like we got everything. So, there you have it. That is work together 12-3. Good luck.